This is a game that NFL fans have had circled on their calendar since May of 2023 when the schedule for this season was released. This is a huge game, a game that Eagles fans have been looking forward to with anticipation, an opponent that Eagles fans have been looking forward to with anticipation. The Eagles travel to Kansas City to take on the Kansas City Chiefs for the 9th time in NFL history. The opposing Super Bowl teams from the previous Super Bowl face off in a season, in the subsequent season. And the 8-1 Eagles are taking on the 7-2 Kansas City Chiefs. Both teams are off of the bye. Both teams are well rested. So the Eagles will have some players still out due to injury. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to face off and maybe have a grudge match against their former opponent, their current opponent. The Eagles will be facing off against their former head coach, Andy Reid. It is a cold, wet night in Kansas City. And we thank you for joining us here for Bird's Nest Media's coverage of the Philadelphia Eagles game against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm Joe Donahue. Thank you so much for joining us. So, again, this is a big game. This is a big game, regardless of what the team's going to say, regardless of what the players are going to say, the coaches, etc. This is a big game. This is a huge, huge game because this is really a litmus test for this Philadelphia Eagles team. Are they able to defeat the Kansas City Chiefs? Darius Slay said earlier in the week that the Eagles aren't going to get a ring out of this. And it's true. They're not. This is not going to be something that the Eagles are going to come walking away with a big Super Bowl ring. Kansas City's not going to give their Super Bowl 57 rings over to the Philadelphia Eagles for this. The Eagles aren't coming out of this with a Lombardi trophy. But for this Eagles team, for quite a bit of time, the Philadelphia Eagles have faced some criticism about the way in which they've been winning games. And this is going to be an opportunity for this Eagles team to really kind of prove their doubters wrong at this point. That, yes, they are able to beat a really, really strong opponent. Because, let's face it, the Kansas City Chiefs are a really, really, really strong opponent. The Kansas City Chiefs they've got the best quarterback in the league, arguably. They have the best wide receiver in the league, arguably. They're definitely going to have the better wide receiver on the field today with Dallas Goedert still out with injury. He's still out dealing with his forearm injury that he sustained during the Cowboys game. So that's going to be a challenge. And there are the Philadelphia Eagles. Simply, they have the better team in other areas. Certainly, they have a really strong pass rush. We're going to see how things play out. We're going to see whether or not this Eagles team is able to rise to the test and really be able to deliver a solid win for the fans back at home. So the Eagles are kind of at the outset of this gauntlet run. For me, it began with the Cowboys before the bye, but the bye weeks, but for other fans and fans that I certainly spoke to during the bye week, the gauntlet run really isn't going to be a thing until later on. It's really not going to be a thing. This is really marking the start of the strong gauntlet run where we've got the Chiefs, we got the Bills, we got the 49ers, we got the Cowboys again, we got the Seahawks all right in a row. And it is entirely plausible that this game is actually one of the games that the Eagles might not come away with. But there's a lot of good things going on here, and we'll see what happens with this Philadelphia Eagles team. We'll see how they stack up. Again, it's a cold, wet, rainy night. According to 94 WIP beat reporter Elliot Shore Parks, the cover was not on the field for a large part of the lead up to the game, so the field is going to be certainly a little bit wet. Now, according to Dave Zangaro over at NBC Sports Philadelphia, who is doing Eagles pregame live, just before we came on, he did indicate that it's definitely not as slippery as the field over at Super Bowl 57, but simultaneously, the sod father is a Chiefs fan. That is known fact at this point. So, yeah, we'll see how things play out here. I appreciate you hanging out. Please feel free to like and subscribe to Birds Nest Media. Share this stream. Really helps the channel out. Really helps get the channel to the content that we're trying to provide to a larger audience. Also really helps the channel really be able to get some awesome guests. Hopefully that we're certainly hoping that we can get some amazing guests going forward. So I hope that you please feel free to like and subscribe and share the channel, because it really helps out. And just drop a note in the comments here. Yeah, just feel free to drop a note in the comments. What's getting you excited about this game? I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to need to get to Patrick Mahomes. We're just absolutely going to need to get to Patrick Mahomes, get him off of his rhythm. So definitely, I think that's going to be one of the biggest things. We did a little bit of a keys to the game episode earlier in the or over on the weekend. We dropped a keys to the game episode, so we'll definitely see how right those keys are and what are the big difference makers in this game. But I'm glad to have you aboard. Glad to have you along. You could be watching this stream anywhere. There are plenty of other places that are going to be live streaming this game. You can also catch actual game footage from both ESPN and ABC, the main broadcast, as well as ESPN2. You can catch the Manning cast. But the fact that you're choosing to hang out here is appreciated, and I definitely am grateful for that. So please feel free, like and subscribe to Birds Nest Media. Again, really helps the channel out quite a bit. Bradley Roby was the starting slot corner during pregame warmups. No, apparently that's no surprise. But the team is coming out. They are getting ready to get things kicked off with the doing the national anthem. This is the Chiefs salute to service game. And there we have, you can see QB1 is sitting down on the bench for the time being as the Eagles get those final moments of rest in before the game. Jalen Hurts did have the knee brace off. The knee brace was off for Jalen Hurts through practice this week. He said that he is feeling great, and the bye week came at a really good time. So we shall see how that pans out. We'll see. Certainly with the weather, it is a very, again, cold, wet, rainy day in Kansas City. So I would expect the run game to factor into this game big time. And we'll see how whether or not Jalen Hurts is able to run. Certainly with him not running quite as much in recent weeks, the run game has suffered a little bit. So we are getting things ready here as we are about 5 minutes away from kickoff. So I appreciate you hanging out. Again, feel free to like and subscribe. Let me know what you're thinking, what your thoughts are in the chat. Would love to hear from you throughout the game. Once again, one of the things that this is being dubbed is the Kelce Bowl. We have Jason Kelce and Travis Kelce, two brothers. Jason Kelce, center for the Eagles. Travis Kelce, tight end for the Chiefs. One of them was a finalist for Sexiest Man Alive, and the other is dating an Eagles fan. I do allude to Taylor Swift, of course, there, but Taylor Swift is actually not at the game tonight. She is doing her concert in Brazil, so that was postponed on Saturday due to the heat. So she will be at she's doing her concert. She will not be there, but Donna Kelce, of course, will be in the stands, most likely in her box, as well as Taylor Swift's parents apparently are going to be there as well. So the Kelce family and the Swift family will finally meet in person for the first time. Yeah, so that's going to be big. But yeah, Taylor Swift, growing up in Berks County, is a self-proclaimed Eagles fan. So this game must be really, really tense for her, and she probably picked a really good night to reschedule her tour to. We are about 3 minutes away from kickoff. About 3 minutes away. This is one of the most hotly anticipated contests of the season in the NFL. Again, this is the 9th time in NFL history that the teams that met in the preceding Super Bowl met in the subsequent regular season. And it is, you have to go back to the New England Patriots back in Super Bowl 51 when they faced off against the Atlanta Falcons. And then they went on to face the Atlanta Falcons again during that upcoming season. E-Money, go Birds. Go Birds. We need it. So yeah, you have that. So the last time that the Super Bowl, the teams from the preceding Super Bowl met up, it was in the subsequent, or it was back in the it was Super Bowl 51, where the Patriots and the Falcons met up in Super Bowl 51, and then they met up again during the 2017 regular season. Also, a big stat here for you folks. This is going to be Brandon Graham's 188th start. Brandon Graham, of course, is one of the staples of the Eagles' defensive line. This is his 188th start. He ties David Akers for most starts as an Eagle. So this is big. So we are getting things going here. They're doing the Monday Night Football music. We are just about a minute away from kickoff here. Glad to have you along. Please feel free to like and subscribe to Bird's Nest Media. Really helps the channel. We will see. They have not announced who won the coin toss yet, so we'll figure that out. It is 45 degrees in Kansas City, a brisk 45 degrees in Kansas City. It's a little bit warm than it is here in the Philadelphia area. It's 37 where I'm at right now. That's why I've got the fire going over here. Winds are coming from the north at 12 miles an hour. It is raining. The Eagles did win the toss and deferred, so Kansas City will get us started. Kansas City will get us started with the first drive, so the Eagles will kick it away to them in just a moment. And we are almost underway, folks. Appreciate you coming by. You could watch this game anywhere, but you're choosing to watch it here with us, and I appreciate you doing so. Jake Elliott kicking it off, and we are underway in Kansas City, and it goes out of the end zone for a touchback. So Kansas City will start it off on their own 25-yard line, and the game is underway. So Mahomes lines up under center. Man in the backfield, takes a snap. He's back. He's going to roll out to his right. Throws incomplete, second down. And we got a good start to the game so far. He was looking for Gray on that play. That would be Noah Gray. And that'll bring up second down and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes lines up in the gun, back to his left. Mahomes takes the snap. He's back. Hassan Reddick gets in and gets a sack. And there we go. Third down. This will not be a sackless game. One of the things I was hoping for this Eagles team. The Eagles went sackless in Super Bowl 57, and there Hassan Reddick comes in with a big one to get this drive started off, pushing him right into Brandon Graham and down. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 19 for the Kansas City Chiefs from their own 16-yard line. We are less than a minute into this game. Mahomes in the gun, takes a snap. He's back. He fires. It is caught, and it's only going to get back up to the 20-yard line. And that would be Jerick McKinnon on the reception there. So that was a 4-yard pickup, but not nearly enough, and that will bring a 3-and-out, and that is how you start the defense off here. Sean Desai celebrating on the sideline. Britton Covey is going to be back to receive the punt from Tommy Townsend. And the kick is away. And Covey is not going to field it, and it's going to bounce at the 45 and take an Eagles bounce almost up to the Eagles' 48-yard line is where it goes out of bounds. So that's a 32-yard punt. And on comes Jalen Hurts. Past 3 games, Hurts has had a 75% passing accuracy, pass completion percentage. That is the first time that any Eagles quarterback has accomplished that feat over a 3-game stretch. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Looks like they're going to adjust it to the 43. So Hurts takes a snap, hands it off to DeAndre Swift. Swift gets up to the 45. Down to about the 46, 47 there. They will officially spot him at the 46. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 7. And we are at about 13 minutes left to play in the first quarter here. 2nd and 7 from the Eagles' 46-yard line. Hurts in the gun, moves Swift to his right. Hurts takes the snap. He hands it off to Swift. Swift going to pick up a couple there. Gets to about the 48-yard line of the Eagles, and that will bring up a 3rd and 5. They will officially spot him down at the 47, so it is 3rd and 6 for the Eagles. Glad to have you aboard here. Please feel free to like and subscribe. Really helps the channel out. Hurts in the gun, back to his left. Devontae Smith goes in motion, slot to the far side. Hurts takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He's still looking. He is getting pressured. He's going to have to... he's avoiding the pressure. Now he gets sacked. And that is going to bring up fourth down. So both teams starting with a couple of 3-and-outs. It's 4th and 13. The sack pushes them back to the Eagles' 40-yard line, and that will... Hurts was kind of really well contained in the pocket there didn't really have any good options. So that will bring up fourth down, and that will bring on Braden Mann to punt it away. And he does. And they're not going to field that, and that's going to take a nice Eagles bounce down to about the 20-yard line. And that's where it will be downed, and it will be Kansas City football. The Chiefs' punt returner is Mecole Hardman. I'm sorry, McCole Hardman. Sorry, I mispronounced that. And we are headed into a commercial break. We have 11 minutes and 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. No score. The Chiefs have the football at their own 20. So, a couple 3-and-outs to start. I really like the Eagles 3-and-out, especially that sack. The Eagles defense forcing the Kansas City to go 3-and-out. I really like that. Hassan Reddick forcing a sack. That was huge. That really was a game changer in that drive there. I'm sorry, that they didn't update my board here, my stat board, so it's actually 11:17 on the clock. Yeah, that was a really, really good Eagles bounce. That the Chief that on the opening punt that the Eagles kind of squandered there. So I'm not a big fan of that. But I appreciate y'all hanging out one way or the other here. So we're back. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs from their own 20-yard line. Mahomes in the gun, back to his left. Mahomes takes a snap, hands it off, and is going to pick up about 4, maybe 3 there, depending on how they spot that. They will only give him 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the Kansas City 23-yard line. That would be Isaiah Pacheco on the run. So it'll be 2nd and 7. Mahomes lines up in the gun. A couple of receivers go in motion. Mahomes takes the snap, hands it off to Pacheco. Pacheco going to bounce outside, gets to the 30, 40, 45, and then gets pushed out of bounds at the just shy of the 50 at about the 47-yard line. Pacheco had like jets on his feet there. It's the 47-yard line. It's where he's bounced out at. So that is 1st and 10. And that is definitely disappointing. Definitely disappointing there, because you know this Chiefs team will make you pay if you this Chiefs team will make you pay if you give up that kind of yardage. Mahomes in the gun takes a snap, hands it off Gives it off to Kadarius Toney, who's going to pick up the first down. He's going to pick up about 12 there. There is going to get to the 39, so that's actually a pickup of 14, and that will bring up another Chiefs first down. So, not happy about this. Mahomes in the gun, back to his right. Mahomes takes a snap, does a quick throw, and that is going to be caught, and that gets down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. And that is McCole Hardman again there. So that was a 5-yard pickup brought down by Darius Slay. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 5. It'd be good if the Eagles got another stop here and were able to only hold this team to a field goal. 2nd and 5 for the Chiefs. Mahomes in the gun. Pacheco to his right. Mahomes takes a snap, hands it off to Pacheco, who's going to get dropped in the backfield immediately. That is Milton Williams, and that is a loss of 2. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Chiefs from the Eagles' 36-yard line. Milton Williams just blew up that offensive line. So we got 3rd and 7. Travis Kelce goes in motion to the near side. Mahomes has an empty backfield. Play clock is winding down. Mahomes takes the snap. He's back. He does a quick throw. That is caught. We'll see where they spot it. It was caught by. Who was it caught by? It was, I believe, that was Kadarius Toney on the reception. They are going to bring the chains in for a measurement here. It's right at the unofficial yellow line, so we'll see here. We'll see how far they actually got. I think he got it. We'll see. Yeah, he definitely got it. There's no question about that. That's more than half the ball on the other side. That's a first down. So we got 8 minutes and 10 seconds left here in this first quarter. Clock is running following the stoppage for the measurement. So 1st and 10. Ball is on just inside the Eagles 30, and now there's a flag. We got our first flag of the game here, and that is going to be Sean Smith as our referee today. Let's see what they call it. There's a little bit of movement. Yeah, it's they're calling a neutral zone infraction there. And they got Josh Sweat for that. So that is going to bring up 1st and 5 then, and that's kind of one of those dumb things that you don't want to do here. First and 5, Mahomes in the gun, couple receivers go in motion back to his right. Mahomes takes the snap, does a quick throw, and it's caught inside the 20, 15, 10, and that is Justin Reed. No, that's not Justin Reed. I'm sorry. That is Rashee Rice, the rookie, who picks up a solid chunk of yards there, about 15 yards there. So that'll bring up 1st and goal. So we got about 7 minutes left to play in this first quarter. 0-0. Chiefs are driving. Mahomes in the gun, back to his right. Mahomes takes a snap, hands it off to Toney, who's going to get dropped in the backfield. There we go, guys. We got a backfield stop there. All right, so we just need to hold it out for 3 plays and then force them to kick a field goal. Here we go. Please feel free to like and subscribe to Bird's Nest Media. It really helps the channel out. We got 6.5 minutes left in this first quarter. It is second and goal from about the 11-yard line was where they dropped Tony there. That is Hassan Reddick gets the credit for the stop. Second and goal. Mahomes under center, takes a snap, hands it off to Pacheco. Pacheco is going to keep fighting, gets inside the 5 down to about the 4. They will officially give him up to the 3. So it's going to bring up third and goal from the Chiefs' 3-yard line. I'm sorry, from the Eagles' 3-yard line. My bad. That was Nicholas Morrow credited with the stop on Pacheco. So Mahomes in the gun with an empty backfield. Man in motion. Mahomes takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He's getting pressure. He's throwing it, and it is caught. And that is not Travis Kelce. That is Justin Watson there on the reception. And that is the first score of the game. It is a touchdown. Mahomes to Watson. And I mean, we knew we weren't going to shut this team out, but I'm not thrilled about how easily the Chiefs were able to maneuver down the field and how easily Jordan Davis is credited with a QB hit, so at least that's good. Harrison Butker's on to kick the extra point, and the kick is up and good. And with 5 minutes and 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter, it is the Philadelphia Eagles 0, the Kansas City Chiefs 7. What do you guys think about that drive? Let me know what you guys thought about that drive in the comments. Would love to hear from you. Lawson Niebuhr, not biased. You're right. Definitely not biased. No, I do cover the Eagles primarily. Been an Eagles fan my entire life. But yeah, I mean, yeah. I appreciate you hanging out though, and appreciate you coming in. I mean, credit to the Chiefs. They moved down the field masterfully there. They were able to utilize the run game. So yeah, I'm looking at your profile pic here, Lawson. It looks like you're a Broncos fan. So you're still here. Appreciate you hanging out, and yeah, you're definitely not biased there. I did not like how they left Watson wide open. Yeah, Justin Watson was wide open in the end zone, and that was not okay. Alrighty. Yeah, so not really thrilled about that. That's first extended drive, that scoring drive by the Chiefs there. But we'll see if the Eagles are able to answer. That'll be interesting to see at least here. See Jalen Hurts put together his own long sustained drive as Harrison Butker kicks it away. And it's going to go out of the end zone for a touchback. So the Eagles will start it off on their own 25-yard line. They double-team Travis Kelce, which, I mean, the good thing to do there, but the blown coverage part of it was Watson just kind of literally ran right behind him. They're showing the replay, so. Kansas City Chiefs are 18-0 in the last 2 seasons when they scored first. That includes the playoffs. Jalen Hurts lines up in the gun, back to his left. Swift goes in motion. Hurts takes a snap. He's going to roll out to his right, and he's going to throw, and that is going to be caught by Devontae Smith, and there's a nice, quick first down. I forgot to update my little board there, so let me move the arrow over. That's a 20-yard pickup for Devontae Smith. Gets up to the Eagles' 45-yard line there. Nice first down. So that will bring up 1st and 10. We are at about 5 minutes left to play in the first quarter here. Hurts in the gun, 2 backs. A.J. Brown goes in motion to the near side. Hurts takes a snap, hands it off to Swift, who's going to break up to about the into Chiefs territory for the first time this game. Gets to about the 48-yard line, 49-yard line before he gets dropped there. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 3 for the Eagles. They will give him credit for the 48. So it is 2nd and 3. The Eagles do need to get to the Chiefs' 45-yard line for the first down. Hurts in the gun, back to his left. A.J. Brown to the near side. Hurts takes the snap, and he's going to keep it himself. He's going to pick up the first down, get to about the 41-yard line where he's going to get dropped down there. But that is a nice 1st and 10 there for the Eagles. They will officially credit him for the 42. So officially credit him to the 42, so it's 1st and 10 for the Eagles there. And we are inside of 4 minutes left to play in this first quarter here. We are actually about 3.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Hurts in the gun. And we got a stoppage here. Kansas City is going to call timeout. So they have 2 remaining. That's a lesson straight out of the Andy Reid School of Clock Management. So we have a little bit of a stoppage here. 3 minutes and 31 seconds left. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Please feel free to like and subscribe to Bird's Nest Media. It really helps the channel out. The Chiefs scoring drive took almost 10 minutes, actually, it looks like. No, I'm sorry. Nope, it was, my bad. It was 5 minutes and 43 seconds. It was a 5-minute, 43-second, 10-play, 75-yard drive. They only got 5 of those yards. They got 5 yards by penalty, so it was really 80 yards at the end of the day. I appreciate you all hanging out, though. So yeah, that was the first designed run by Jalen Hurts that we had seen in a little bit. And again, the knee brace being off is awesome. It really helps out. Again, Hurts was saying his knee was fine. That was a design run, and Hurts picked up quite a bit there. We are back from commercial. The Eagles are going to line up for 1st and 10. 3 minutes, 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Jalen Hurts lines up in the gun, 2 backs behind him. Hurts takes the snap, hands it off, and that is going to get stopped at around the 40, and that was Swift there. DeAndre Swift picks up about 3. So he actually gets credit to the 39-yard line of the Kansas City Chiefs, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Jason Kelce, finalist for Sexiest Man Alive. Travis Kelce, dating an Eagles fan. Hurts in the gun, takes a snap. He's back. He's going to roll out to his right as he gets pressure, and that's going to be caught by Swift. There is a flag down, but Swift is going to pick up a couple yards there. We will check this flag here. I'm not liking the flag. The flag placement. Flag placement was in the backfield. Illegal use of hands to the face. So that is going to be a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down. They got L'Jarius Sneed on that there. Yeah, they're showing the replay there. Sneed gets Brown there, so that's what they called. Brown would have been in the end zone if he had, he wouldn't have been in the end zone. He would have definitely been at the first down marker though. So we got 2 minutes, 40 seconds-ish left to play in the first quarter. Hurts is going to line up in the gun back to his left. A.J. Brown to the far side. Hurts takes the snap, hands it off, and it's going to be a pickup of about, let's call that about 3 there. 2 or 3. That's 2. And that is Swift there on the run. So that's a 2-yard pickup. Brought down by the Chiefs' Mike Dana. That'll bring up 2nd and 8. Hurts in the gun. A.J. Brown goes in motion. Swift to his left. Hurts takes a snap. Throws. Caught Devontae Smith. First down. First down. Yep, let's move those chains, guys. Let's move the chains. It's a first down. We are inside 2 minutes left in this first quarter here. And the Eagles get a first down at the Kansas City Chiefs 21-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. He was ultimately brought down by Justin Reed, but not before picking up those 11 yards that were needed for the first down. So, Hurts in the gun back to his left. Hurts takes a snap. He's back. He's going to roll out to his right. Hurts is going to throw it away in the general direction of Devontae Smith, but that was wildly overthrown. He was under pressure. There was no way anyone was catching that. So that's a nice, smart throwaway there. Second down. Compared to the sack that Jalen Hurts took earlier in the game. It's a nice, smart throwaway. So we got Hurts in the gun again. Olamide Zaccheaus is in on the near side, in the slot to the near side. Hurts takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to DeAndre Swift, who's going to get inside the 10-yard line, picks up the first down, gets inside the 5, and as the Chiefs players will bring him down officially, probably around the 3-yard line. at the 4-yard line officially. But they were trying to rip the ball out of him, which did not work. Fortunately, Swift was able to hold on to it. Swift does have a couple of fumbles to his credit this season. Hurts in the gun, Swift to his left. Hurts takes the snap, hands it off to Swift, who's going to bounce out to the far side and in for the touchdown. And that is an Eagles touchdown, folks. So, the Kansas City Chiefs start with a 3-and-out, and the Eagles respond with a 3-and-out. Then the Kansas City Chiefs march 80 yards down the field for a touchdown, and the Eagles march 75 yards down the field for a touchdown. So we will be trading. Hopefully the Eagles come out on top here. Jake Elliott back to kick the extra point. And that's going to bounce off the left upright, but it does go through. That was so close. Elliott's a really, really good kicker. He's definitely solid. He was probably in range halfway through the flight to Kansas City. But he historically has had a near field problem. He is out of if for whatever reason extra points seem to be out of his range for some reason. But not there. Right there, he was able to cash it in. And we have 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Timeout on the field. The score: Eagles 7, Chiefs 7. That Eagles drive took 9 plays, 75 yards, and took 5 minutes and 3 seconds. So that was a big drive there. How we doing, folks? What are our thoughts about that Eagles drive there? That Eagles touchdown drive. I'm a fan of it. Obviously, I mean, the Eagles scoring, that's huge. Lawson, I missed the first part of your comment there. Kind of hid it from me. I guess I was set to just top messages instead of all chat or all messages there. So I'm sorry I missed the obvious Chiefs are bad there. Definitely not biased though. No, there's no bias. Yeah, feel free to drop a note in the chat. What do you got? What your thoughts were about that game, about that drive there? Looks like Zacchaeus might have gotten away with a little something, but it's whatevs. That happens. It's a sport. So Jake Elliott lines up to kick it away, and he does, and it's going to go out of the end zone for a touchback. So that will bring up the Kansas City Chiefs again. Mahomes lines up under center, back behind him. Mahomes takes the snap, hands it off to Pacheco. Pacheco is going to get to about the line of scrimmage. So that's no gain there. Credit to Milton Williams and Jordan Davis on the stop. That will be most likely be the last play of the quarter here. And that will bring it to the end of the first quarter. We have 15 minutes of play under our belts here. And the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs are tied. So it's a big first quarter there, folks. And we're all knotted up at 7-all. And, I do think that there are a lot of people who expected this kind of an outcome, right? Like, who expected this would be a close game. It's not like, I don't think any team was going to get blown out. So, I mean, these are arguably the best teams in the league. I mean, they have the best records. They are both atop their conferences. So it's the best right now. It's the best record team in the NFC facing off against the best record team in the AFC. So this is huge. This is a big game. Jalen Hurts in that first quarter, he was 2 for 3 for 31 yards. His favorite target of the first quarter is Devontae Smith. Both of the completed passes were to him. But the bigger focus has been the run game right now, which tracks, especially with the weather. Again, it's a little rainy, a little cold out there in Kansas City. Not really all that conducive to a strong passing game. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the 19th going into this game. They were the 19th run defense in the league. So they have that going against them. They are a defense that can get run on. And with the return of Cam Jurgens, with the return of Jalen Hurts being fully healthy, no longer needing the knee brace, the Chiefs have gotten a little bit run on this game. Mostly from DeAndre Swift here. Swift has 7 carries for 37 yards and the touchdown run. Jalen Hurts also has had the 1 6-yard run as well. On the Chiefs side of the football, Patrick Mahomes is 5 for 6 for 33 yards and the touchdown. The touchdown pass to Justin Watson. And then you have Isaiah Pacheco, 5 carries for 32 yards, and then Kadarius Toney, 2 carries for 14 yards. But the Chiefs have been, aside from a couple of explosive runs during the course of this game, the Chiefs have actually been relying a little bit more on the pass game for their yardage. They just had a couple of explosive runs, which was not great. Mahomes is in the gun. Pacheco moves to his right. Mahomes takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Pacheco. Pacheco's only going to pick up about 2. So that will bring up 3rd and 8 for the Chiefs from their own 27-yard line. It would be great if we had a good 3-and-out right here. Great if we made the Chiefs pay with a 3-and-out, and then we took over. So we'll see what happens. Mahomes in the gun. Back to his right. Mahomes takes the snap. Pressure coming. Mahomes is going to take off. He's going to get dropped at the line of scrimmage. That's Jalen Carter. There is a flag down. Mahomes does pick up a couple there, I believe. We're going to check this flag. It is offensive holding. So that penalty is going to get declined because it is that would give them the down back. So that's going to bring up 4th down for the Kansas City Chiefs. It was 4th and 7. So Mahomes got to about the 28-yard line. So again, that's a huge pickup there. That's a huge 3-and-out. Making sure the Chiefs can't answer the Eagles' touchdown. And we have Tommy Townsend on to punt it away to Britton Covey, who's going to receive it. And he does. And Covey's going to field that at the 30 and gets up to about the 40 where he gets run out of bounds. The penalty was on Donovan Smith, by the way. The penalty, the offensive holding was on Donovan Smith. That, again, of course, declined. So we have a stoppage. 14 minutes and 2 seconds left to play in the first half, and the Eagles have the football. We are all tied up after a nice 3-and-out. That was a really, really good 3-and-out there. The Eagles needed that. The Chiefs are 2 for 4 on third downs tonight. Eagles are 0 for 1 on third downs. So what do we think about that Eagles that big 3-and-out there for the Chiefs to start off the second quarter? Feel free to drop it in the chat. Like and subscribe to Bird's Nest Media. Really helps the channel out. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Lots of places streaming this game tonight. I appreciate you choosing to hang out here with me. I could be watching this game anywhere. Alrighty. So we are back from the commercial break. Jalen Hurts is lined up in the gun back to his left. A.J. Brown is to the near side. Hurts takes the snap. He's back. He throws. That's A.J. Brown, and that's going to get up to about the 47-yard line. And there is a 2nd and 2 for the Eagles. That was an 8-yard pickup. As the first A.J. Brown sighting of the night, absent the illegal use of hands to the face that was called on Reed. I'm sorry, L'Jarius Sneed, my bad, earlier in the game. Hurts under center. Hurts takes the snap. He's going to hand it off, and that is going to be a first down, and he's going to get stopped. And that is Boston Scott on the pickup there. So that's going to push the Eagles into Kansas City territory. Gets up to the 49-yard line. That was a solid 4 or 5 yard pickup there. And that's going to bring up an Eagles first down. We are inside of 13 minutes left to play in this first half. Hurts has not missed a game due to the knee injury, but he is braceless. Hurts takes a snap. He hands it off to Kenny Gainwell, who gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks up a yard there. No gain. That is Willie Gay on the stop. And yeah, Kenny Gainwell, that play just wasn't really going anywhere. He kind of bounced out to Mailata's side of the line, and Gay just kind of blows up the line of scrimmage there. So 2nd and 9 for the Eagles. Hurts in the gun. Gainwell to his right. Hurts takes a snap. Pressure coming. He throws, and that is intercepted. Intercepted by L'Jarius Sneed. Intercepted, and now, hang on. Now, the Eagles are saying they have it. All right. The ruling on the field is an interception. It's a first down. He's not down by contact. Sneed is not down by contact. Not there. Nope. And then Brown wraps him up. They're going to review this. He's not. The question is whether or not Sneed gets up, and then the ball, whether or not the ball gets ripped out, which it does. Brown does rip the football out. So Brown does get the football at the end of this. Sneed is not down by contact. So this is all replays are reviewed by the booth. So they're going to probably take an extra look at this. We got 11 minutes and 48 seconds left in the half here. The ruling on the field is an interception. So for the time being, I'm going to switch this possession indicator over. Yeah, my concern about this. Where can you watch the Chiefs game? It is airing on your local ESPN or ABC network. So you can hang out with me, Maggie, if you want to hear me call the game. But if you want to see actual game footage, that is on your local ABC or ESPN network. You can also catch it on NFL Plus. There are other ways as well. But we're just hanging out here. All right, yeah. So we're waiting on what happens here. I'm a little surprised that this hasn't gone upstairs. I am definitely surprised that this hasn't gone upstairs. L'Jarius Sneed was not down by contact. So unless they ruled his forward progress stopped, which I guess is what they did, I don't know. I find that's a ridiculous stop there. Anywho, Mahomes takes a snap and he's going to slide. He's going to slide up to about the 35-yard line. Yeah, he's not down. Oh, yeah, he's down by contact right there. That's what they looked at. His L'Jarius Sneed's right leg comes into contact with A.J. Brown's left leg, so he is down by contact. So 2nd and 7. I mean, good call by the official there at least. Mahomes takes a snap. He's back. He's going to roll out to his right. And then he's going to slide. He's going to pick up a couple yards there. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 4. A.J. Brown's ticked. A.J. Brown is ticked off. All right, 3rd and 4. Let's get a good defensive stop right here, folks. Mahomes in the gun, back to his right. Rashee Rice to the near side. Mahomes takes the snap. He's going to throw. That is caught. That is Watson again. That is Justin Watson. That's a first down. It's a first down. And that was not what you wanted to have happen there. So, we got 10 minutes left in this half. Mahomes is 6 for 7 on the day today. He's in the gun, back to his left. Mahomes takes the snap, hands it off to Pacheco. Pacheco's going to break into Eagles territory and does get stopped short of the first down, but not by much, by about a yard. Yuck. This is not a great game here, folks. Not a great drive for the Eagles. Not a great drive for the Eagles here. Chiefs once again in Eagles territory. 2nd and 1. Mahomes in the gun. Hands it off to Pacheco. First down. Gets inside the 40. We're at about 9 minutes left in this first half. Eagles have done a decent enough job of shutting down Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce is the Chiefs' number 1 receiver, and he's a tight end, of course, so he's not even a receiver. Mahomes in the gun, back to his right. Mahomes takes the snap. He's back. He throws. That is the first Travis Kelce sighting of the day. It is about a 7-yard reception there. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 3. Kevin Byard is on the stop. Now the Eagles need to pick up their own turnover. Mahomes in the gun, empty backfield. Mahomes takes the snap. Pressure coming. Mahomes is going to roll out to his right. He is going to pick up the first down and gets to about the 25-yard line. It's a first down. He's officially going to get to the 26, so it's not quite there. But that is a 7-yard pickup. Darius Slay is credited with the force out of bounds. But really, there were a lot of people involved in that. Actually, Josh Sweat chased him, and then Darius Slay came in at the very end there. So, 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Mahomes under center, takes a snap, dumps it off, and is going to get that's about 10-yard pickup there. And that is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. To double check the pronunciation on that one there. Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that was about a 10-plus yard pickup there. So that is of course a first down. They're officially crediting him 12 yards, and they're crediting Nicholas Morrow with the stop. Reed Blankenship's got to be careful. That was a hit out of bounds. And the play clock is at 0. Nope, they reset the play clock. I'm sorry, that was winding down a little bit. Nope, I'm sorry. They only reset the play clock because the Chiefs called the timeout. So, Chiefs are down to their final timeout of the half. 6 minutes and 51 seconds left to play in the first half. That's the Andy Reid School of Clock Management for you. We had that for how many years in Philadelphia? Had that for well over a decade. Burn all your timeouts as quickly as possible. If you can burn a timeout in the first quarter, that's great. 6:51 left to play in the first half. 1st and 10. Ball is on the Eagles' 14-yard line. Mahomes in the gun with an empty backfield. Mahomes takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He is firing. And that is an interception. Just take the knee. There we go. There we go. That is Kevin Byard with his first interception as an Eagle. And that Eagles will take over. They deny Kansas City a score. That was intended for Justin Watson, who had the touchdown earlier. And Byard was right in the best spot. He had the read on it. He cuts right in front of it. And there is your touchdown. There is your touchback there, and the Eagles take over. Kevin Byard coming in with a defense saving. An absolute defensive saving play there. Because if Watson catches that, that is a touchdown. Yeah, that was Kevin Byard's first interception as a Philadelphia Eagle. And I believe, I got to double check, but I think that's the first interception. It's the first Eagles turnover in a while. I'm double checking that now here, but I think okay, so they did not, their last interception was back in the Commanders game. So they had an interception in the Dolphins game. They had an interception in the Commanders game. They did not have one in the Cowboys game that occurred just before the bye. So it is their first interception in a couple weeks. And Jalen Hurts is going to start in the gun back behind him. Hurts takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to DeAndre Swift. Swift is going to pick up the first down. Gets to about the 30. Yeah, Byard's interception was the first interception since week 8. Hurts in the gun, takes the snap. He's back. There's pressure coming. He's going to get sacked. He's going to lose 7 on the sack there, 2nd and 17. And we are inside of 6 minutes left to play in this first half. The Eagles will get the ball to start the second half. 2nd and 17. Don't want the Eagles to move backwards there a little bit. Let's move forward here. That was Chris Jones credited with the sack. 2 sacks on the night for Jalen Hurts. Hurts in the gun. Swift to his right. Hurts takes a snap. He's back. He throws. That is caught by Jack Stoll. Going to get up to about the 25-yard line. So that will bring up 3rd and 15 there. So 3rd and 2 sticks. We would do this when I was officiating. We would do this to indicate to the other crew members that it was 2 sticks, just to remind ourselves. So if we ever kind of force a habit there. 3rd down, 2 sticks. Chiefs opponents are 0 for 22 on their last 22 plays on 3rd and 10 plus. Let's see if the Eagles can break that stat. Hurts in the gun. Kenny Gainwell to his right. A.J. Brown to the near side. Hurts takes the snap. He's back. He's going to get sacked again. He's going to get sacked again. That is Chris Jones again. And I think these sacks are coming in. Where's Jones lining up? Because, yeah. These are sacks that, like, Lane Johnson is giving up sacks. I'm not thrilled about that. Lane Johnson's giving up sacks. Eagles are going to punt it away. So the Eagles cannot capitalize on the takeaway. And that's going to get fielded at about the 35. And this is not good. This is not good. The Chiefs get into Eagles territory. Chiefs get to about the 45-yard line. That is Kadarius Toney on the fielding of the punt there. And Eagles special teams cannot tackle once again. That is a 21-yard punt return. It was fielded at the 34, Kansas City 34. So it wasn't already great. It was a 43-yard punt. But the Chiefs negated 21 yards of that by just a lackluster tackling attempt. And Mahomes is going to take that and hand it off to Isaiah Pacheco, who's going to pick up about 4. Kadarius Toney made the Eagles pay last year on special teams in Super Bowl 57 with a monster return, and he made the Eagles pay. He made the Eagles pay again this year. 21-yard return. Mahomes in the gun, back to his right. Mahomes takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He fires. It's incomplete. He was looking for Justin Watson. Nothing there. 3 minutes, 8 seconds left to play in this half. Be good if the Eagles once again delivered a 3rd down stop. So, Mahomes in the gun, back to his right. Mahomes takes a snap. Free play for the Chiefs. Incomplete pass. Somebody jumped, so it's this is going to be offsides. Chiefs are looking for pass interference penalty. Will not get it. But it will. They will get Josh Sweat for the offsides, so it is going to bring up 3rd and 2. Sweat jumps right off as they're snapping the football, so it's. But they were looking for Kevin Byard to get nailed for pass interference, which was missed. It was missed. They do hold. Byard does hold Travis Kelce's left arm in. So 3rd and 2. Let's see if the Eagles can deliver a 3rd down stop again. They will not, because they handed off to Isaiah Pacheco, who picks up about 10 yards. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. That's really a 12-yard pickup. Reed Blankenship is there with the stop. But this is not okay. We've got Isaiah Pacheco, and you've got Isaiah Pacheco, and you've got Kadarius Toney, mostly Isaiah Pacheco, running all over an Eagles defense that has been really, really good in the run. is the best run defense in the league. Mahomes in the gun, takes a snap. He is going to roll out to his left and will get... Did he... What? He's going to pick up a bunch of yards there. That was bad. Picks up 14 yards and a first down on that run. And, that was just bad tackling right there. That was just bad tackling. You got to push him out of bounds. That was horrific tackling. And we're at the 2-minute warning here, folks. Eagles just looking to, bounce them. The Eagles were just kind of, bouncing them out, trying to bounce off of them. That was horrific tackling. Horrific tackling. So, I don't know. How do you guys feel about this game so far? Chiefs are not going to leave this Eagles team with much to work with here. Chiefs are driving. The Eagles will get the ball back to start the second half, but the Chiefs, 4 plays, 34 yards, and they're knocking on the door. They're knocking on the door of the Eagles' end zone. And we need another big defensive stop right here. But we haven't been able to. We're not going to be able to because, the way I'm looking at it here, we've got Isaiah Pacheco so far, 59 yards on 10 carries. Patrick Mahomes, 29 yards on 5 carries. Kadarius Toney, 14 yards on 2 carries. And then Edwards-Helaire, 12 yards on 1 carry. And this is against, again, a run defense that coming into this game was ranked... actually, they were ranked... Yeah, coming into this game, the Eagles' run defense was ranked first in the league, averaging 66.3 yards per game. Chiefs have already eclipsed that number. So, yes, the Eagles have done a decent enough job of taking Travis Kelce out. Travis Kelce, so far this game, has 1 catch for 7 yards. So Travis Kelce really not a presence in this first half. Justin Watson really more of a presence there. 2 catches for 16 yards and the touchdown. Mahomes is... We're back from commercial. Mahomes lining up in the gun back to his left. Mahomes takes the snap, hands it off to Pacheco. Pacheco's going to get inside the 10 down to about the 7. That's about a 4-yard pickup there. So the Eagles have done a decent enough job taking out Travis Kelce. Eagles are going to call timeout. But simultaneously, the Eagles, they are letting the Chiefs run all over them. Minute 55 left to play in the first half here. So, I don't know. I'm not thrilled. I'm not thrilled about the Eagles' run defense. The Eagles' run defense right now is leaving a lot to be desired. And this is a run defense that has been very, very good coming into this game. Mahomes in the gun, back to his right. Mahomes takes a snap, hands it off to Pacheco. Pacheco's going to get down to the 5. Got a minute 49 left. Eagles are going to take a timeout. Eagles have allowed 121 rushing yards tonight. That's the highest single game rushing yards allowed this season. It's horrific. Yeah, Eagles take their second time out here. Again, Eagles will have an opportunity, or they will have the ball to start the second half. This is bad. All right. 1:49 left in the half. Mahomes in the gun, 3rd and 4. Mahomes takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He fires. It's Travis Kelce. Touchdown. Touchdown, Travis Kelce. That play took all of 3 seconds. So you got Harrison Butker on to kick the extra point, and it's up and through. We have a timeout on the field. 1 minute, 45 seconds left to play in this first half. It is the Philadelphia Eagles 7, Kansas City Chiefs 14. That was bad. It was. I said it, but it was. Eagles going into this halftime need to find an answer for the run defense. Or need to do a run defense kind of situation here. You need to have a better answer than what has been. Because right now, I'm just not pleased. 7-play, 45-yard drive took 2 minutes and 4 seconds. And again, this all started by a Kadarius Toney 21-yard punt return. You can't pin that one on the punter. The punter punted the ball 43 yards. So it wasn't a great punt to begin with, but at the end of the day, like, the Eagles' special teams also has to be able to tackle people. And they didn't. They were not tackling Kadarius Toney. So the Eagles have to have some kind of an answer. Eagles have a couple moments here to try for points. Kick is away. And it is out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles do have a minute 45 with one timeout, so they don't have a ton of time, but they do have a bunch. They can move down the field if they want to, and they ought to in this situation here. And then Marquez Valdes-Scantling on that touchdown pass did kind of get in the way a little bit, but I mean it was allowed. Tough play to defend. Hurts in the gun, back to his left. Hurts takes a snap, fumbles the football, and oh my goodness, like this is not acceptable. This is a strip sack, and it is not acceptable under any circumstances. I get it's raining. That's 22. That's Trent McDuffie credited with the strip sack. Hurts in the gun. Gainwell to his left. Hurts takes the snap. Tosses to Gainwell. Gainwell gets back up to the 20-yard line. It's going to be third and 15 from the Eagles' 20. About a minute left. About 58 seconds, more specifically. Gainwell does get out of bounds, but the Eagles have a long way to go. 3rd and 2 sticks here. And I'm sorry, this is not acceptable. Hurts in the gun, back to his left. Brown lines up to the far side. Hurts takes the snap. Hurts back. He's going to run back up to the 20. No gain. He barely avoids pressure. That was George Karlaftis on the stop there, and this is very simply put. I mean, the Chiefs are going to take a timeout here. Like, what is all this pressure coming from the right side of the line? We got Cam Jurgens back, and Lane Johnson is playing wildly underperforming right now. Lane Johnson giving up sacks left and right here. Braden Mann goes to kick it away. Kadarius Toney receiving. It's going to bounce to him at the 40-yard line, and he's like, the Eagles have to tackle him. And they do, finally. But they not before he gets into Eagles territory again. How long was that punt? Now the Chiefs have an opportunity to go up 2 scores going into halftime. Chiefs forcing the Eagles to go 3 and out was not how the Eagles need to end this half. Ball's on the Eagles 46. Mahomes takes a snap. There is a false start, so that is going to march the Chiefs back a little bit. That was a 42-yard punt. And that was a 16-yard return by Kadarius Toney. So the Chiefs, once again, Chiefs are exposing the Eagles' special teams as frauds. Eagles special teams hasn't factored into this a lot. Maybe frauds is a little bit exaggerated, but the Eagles are exposed. The Eagles special teams has not been great. Mahomes in the gun, back to his left. Mahomes takes the snap. He's going to roll out to his right as pressure comes in. Throws it away. Incomplete. 2nd and 15. Fletcher Cox was there on the pressure. All right, so we got 2nd and 15. 39 seconds left in this half. Chiefs are out of timeouts. Eagles have 1 if they want to use it. Mahomes takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He fakes a throw. It's going to be tossed incomplete. He was looking for Justin Watson, and it was off of his hands. So incomplete. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 15 for the Chiefs. Chiefs are back in their own territory, actually, thankfully. It's at their own 49-yard line. Be nice if the Eagles could get a stop here. 34 seconds. Mahomes in the gun, back to his left. Mahomes takes a snap. He's back. He's back. He's still back. He's looking. He fires. It is complete to Justin Watson again, and that's like a 17-yard pickup. So this is going to be the Eagles probably are not getting the half. Now there's some kind of stoppage. There's a 17-yard pass. There is a flag down. Why are they calling offsides? The Chiefs were trying to line. They're calling offside. They're calling encroachment on Jalen Carter. Nobody was set, though. Everybody was trying to get back up to the line. What was going on? Oh. That's what it was. Jalen Carter's got to. He's got to not do that. Like, you can't run through players. And you got to get back to the line faster. Stupid mistakes. 1st and 5. Ball's on the Eagles' 29-yard line. Mahomes in the gun. Mahomes avoiding or getting pressure, throws. It is complete. That is Jerick McKinnon. That is going to be a first down for the Chiefs at the. No, they're not going to credit him. It's 2nd and 1 at the 25. Mahomes takes a snap. He spikes it. So we got 2 seconds left. And they're going to send on Harrison Butker to make this a 2-score game going into halftime, because why not, you know? This is a 43-yard attempt for Butker. And they do credit 1st and 10, by the way. Butker's kick is good. So, we are at halftime. And the score at halftime is the Philadelphia Eagles 7, the Kansas City Chiefs 17. And the story of this game has really been the lack of a run defense. The run defense has not yet returned from the bye week. It has just outright not been present. All right, let's take a look at this game here, because this is bad. Let's take a look at some of these stats. Alrighty. Yep, so it's 17-7 going into halftime here. feel free to drop your thoughts in the chat here. My story here in the first half here is the Eagles' run defense needs to not stink. They need to come back. The Eagles' run defense needs to come back from the bye. The punting unit needs to. The special teams unit really needs to actually tackle, and the the right side of the offensive line has become very, very porous, and that needs to not happen. Like, I don't know what's going on, but the right side of the offensive line needs to have some kind of a way to shut down, because we've got Lane Johnson giving up sacks left and right. We've got Cam Jurgens giving up sacks left and right. It's bad. So let's take a look at these stats here. Jalen Hurts, 5 for 7, 46 yards, 1 interception. Passer rating 49.4. No touchdowns. Yeah. Then you got the Eagles have mostly been performing in the run game. And mostly on the back of DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift, 8 carries, 47 yards, 1 touchdown. His longest run was a 17-yard run. We got Jalen Hurts as well, doing a 6-yard pickup. Boston Scott and Kenny Gainwell getting mixed in there. Each of them has 1 carry for less than 5 yards apiece. In the passing game, we've got Devontae Smith, 2 catches for 31 yards. Devontae Smith is 2 for 2 on the day. He's getting 31 yards. A.J. Brown is 1 for 2. The one he missed was actually the interception. His 1 catch was an 8-yard pickup. Kenny Gainwell, 1 catch for 4 yards. And then Jack Stoll, 1 catch for 3 yards. So some decent passing numbers in general, given the weather. I'm not really expecting the passing game to be super big. But yeah, I'm just not all that thrilled about the this stat, which is 4 sacks on Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts has been sacked a grand total of 4 times. We want to look at that here. Yeah. 4 sacks for Jalen Hurts. Patrick Mahomes is not sacked less, fortunately. But he's only been sacked once. Actually, 5 sacks. I apologize. 5 sacks for Jalen Hurts. Costing the team a total of 26 yards, and that is a big difference maker there. So, those 26 yards are a solid that's a solid start of a drive there. That could mean the difference here between this being a 1-score game, the Eagles being ahead, etc. Eagles 0 for 3 on 3rd down. Compared to the Chiefs, 6 for 8 on 3rd down. That's another big difference here. Eagles have no answer on 3rd down. The Eagles have not been great. Eagles are perfect in the red zone, but they've only been to the red zone once. Chiefs are 2 for 3 in the red zone, and the 3rd time that they were in there, that ended in the Kevin Byard interception. Let's take a look at Patrick Mahomes, who is 10 for 16 on the passing game, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. So both of the Chiefs touchdowns have been through the air. But this is the absolutely unforgivable statistic right now. The rushing game. The Chiefs have a grand total of 121 rushing yards so far this game. Mostly on the back of Isaiah Pacheco, 12 carries for 66 yards. Patrick Mahomes has carried it 5 times for 29 yards. Most of those were trying to avoid some significant pressure that was coming to Mahomes. So fortunately, it's not like it's these are like designed Mahomes runs where he's running for whatever. These are passing plays that are breaking down because the Eagles are actually getting some decent pressure to Mahomes. He's just a little bit more evasive in this game. And then Kadarius Toney, 2 catches for 14 yards. And then we've got Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So that is, and he's got his 1 carry for 12 yards. But the bottom line is that this Eagles team has given up 121 rushing yards, which is a season high for this team. The Eagles going into this game, the Eagles are actually going into this game are the first rushing defense in terms of rushing yards per game at 66.3 rushing yards per game, and they're just allowing the Chiefs to run all over them. If I'm Sean Desai and I'm in that locker room and I'm trying to figure out what is happening, and I'm trying to figure out where I need to focus my efforts, I need to focus my efforts on isolating out Isaiah Pacheco and trying to figure out why he can't, why is he getting all these yards on us, and how can we shut him down? The Eagles have done a decent enough job of isolating out Travis Kelce. He's only got 2 catches for 11 yards so far on the day. Mahomes' favorite target tonight is Justin Watson, 3 catches off of 6 targets for 33 yards and a touchdown. And then Rashee Rice, Jerick McKinnon, Kadarius Toney, McCole Hardman, and Noah Gray all getting mixed into the passing game in various different ways. Noah Gray is the only one of those that has been targeted but not actually got a catch. Yeah. So, I don't know. This Eagles team needs to have some degree of an answer for the run game because the Chiefs are just running all over them, and it's not acceptable. Under no circumstances can the Chiefs be allowed to do this. Of the Chiefs' 13 first downs, 7 of them have come through the run game. That's got to be the biggest focus. On the offense, Jalen Hurts has been sacked a whole bunch. Jalen Hurts has been sacked a whole bunch. I got Karlaftis worked in there for a sack. I guess technically that was a sack. It didn't really cost the Eagles anything in terms of yardage, which is why I guess we forget about that one as a sack, because that was off of a Hurts run. And then you've got McDuffie and Jones coming in with 2 sacks apiece. And both of those guys have been coming in from the right side of the offensive line. So they've been coming in from the side of Lane Johnson and Cam Jurgens. And Lane Johnson, who's normally a very, very, very sure bet on the right side of the offensive line. He's a real anchor. You can tell when he's not there. He does not. It almost seems like he's not there. Because that right side of the offensive line is really porous, and I'm not thrilled about it. So the Eagles will get the ball to start the second half. So we'll see ultimately when the Eagles do come back from that. We'll see how that pans out. But yeah, what are your thoughts about this game? And please feel free to like and subscribe to Bird's Nest Media here. It really helps the channel out. All right. So, coming back from halftime, the Eagles, as I mentioned, they are going to get the ball to start the third quarter. So we'll see how they pan out here. See what answers did they have? What answers did they come up with in the locker room? Because this game's not one that I'm thrilled with right now. Yep. Jalen Hurts getting sacked 5 times is not helpful in any way, means, shape, or form here. All right, we got Harrison Butker lining up to kick it off. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Please feel free to like and subscribe to Business Media. It really helps the channel out. The kick is away, and it is out of the end zone for a touchback. So we are at the start of the third quarter here. Eagles will get the ball to start on their own 25-yard line, and we will see what happens. Boston Scott is lined up in the backfield as Jalen Hurts lines up under center. A.J. Brown lines up to the near side. Devontae Smith in the slot to the far side. DeAndre Swift goes in motion. Hurts takes the snap, hands it off to Boston Scott, who's going to pick up about 3 there. This third quarter is underway. They will credit him for 4, so it is 2nd and 6 for the Eagles from their own 29-yard line. Nick Sirianni is 6 and 10 when trailing at halftime. Hurts lines up in the gun back behind him. Hurts takes the snap, hands it off to Swift. Swift is going to get dropped in the backfield for a loss of about 1.5 yards there, so it's probably going to be a loss of 2. Pushes him back to the 27-yard line thereabouts. Only credit him for a loss of 1 there, so 3rd and 7 from the Eagles' 28. Hurts in the gun, back to his right. Hurts. Eagles looking for their first 3rd down conversion. Hurts takes the snap, and he is going to get sacked again, and this is the 4th sack on 4 third downs. And it's a 3 and out to start the game. And they're crediting Dana with the stop there. Oh, guess where that came in? That came in from the right side of the offensive line. Wide open hole. Braden Mann's punting this away. This is a nice booming punt. Kadarius Toney's going to field that at the 15. Toney's going to get up to the 20. Thankfully, the Eagles can finally tackle in the punt game. Wasted opportunity. Wasted opportunity. They credited Dana with it. Dana, I believe, came from they credited Mike Dana, so he did come from the left. But also in there was Chris Jones, who was definitely coming in from the right side of the offensive line. So once again, Brian Johnson, Eagles offensive coordinator, right side of the offensive line just decimated by the Chiefs. And Johnson came up with 0 answers for that. So Eagles have a long way to go if they want to come back from a 2-score game, and that was not the way to start. Alrighty. Mahomes takes the snap, hands it off to Pacheco. Pacheco runs all over this team. That's a 15-yard run. Pacheco running out to the left side of the offensive line. It takes Darius Slay and Reed Blankenship to push him out of bounds. Like, seriously, guys. First and 10 from the Kansas City 36. Mahomes in the gun. Takes it, dumps it off to Pacheco, because why not? There's a flag down now. Pacheco going to pick up about, let's call that about 7. But there is an offensive foul. They are going to call a holding on Trey Smith, so that is coming back. So it's going to be first and 20 from the Kansas City 26-yard line. But you know what? All they got to do is dump it all to Pacheco, and Pacheco's going to pick up at least 15 of that. So, because this Eagles team can't stop him. This Eagles team has no answer for him. It was a 5-yard pickup if it weren't negated by the penalty. So Mahomes in the gun, back to his right. Mahomes takes a snap. He's going to hand it off. This is what's his name? This is I'm sorry, I'm blanking on his name here. This Edwards-Helaire. I knew exactly who it was. It was an 8-yard pickup. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 8-yard pickup brings him second and 12. Coming into this game, again, Eagles first in the league in terms of rushing yards per game, 66.3. Tonight they've given up well over 120 rushing yards. Mahomes in the gun, back to his left. Mahomes takes the snap, and he's going to take off himself. He's going to slide shortly before the first down marker. Slides at the 44 there. 43, actually. They will not credit him for the 44. So that is a 9-yard pickup. Pressure was coming in. Hassan Reddick was there. And so Mahomes did kind of take off. Chiefs are 6 for 8 on third downs tonight. Eagles 0 for 4. Third and 3. Mahomes in the gun. Back to his left. Mahomes takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He's got all day back there. Now he finally gets some pressure, QB hit, and he overthrows Travis Kelce, incomplete. Fletcher Cox gets the QB hit, overthrows Kelce. And that's a big third down stop. So the Eagles did need that. And that will send the punting unit on. So that's Tommy Townsend. Fletcher Cox was holding on to Mahomes all the way throughout there, hoping to try to get him down to the ground. They could not before he got rid of it, so that's why it's not a sack at least. Townsend kicks it away. Britton Covey. And the punter tells everybody to back off because it bounces out of bounds there. So we got 10 minutes and 22 seconds left to play in the third quarter, and the Eagles have the ball back. They're down 7-17. But they have the ball back at their own 28-yard line, so that's good at least. Some decent field position to get things started here. And let's see if the Eagles can move down the field again. Because honestly, the Eagles need to go back to being able to move down the field. Move down the field with no turning the ball over. Let's get a score. Let's get something. Let's get something here. Bring this back to a one-score game. Ideally, a nice touchdown. It was a 29-yard punt by Tommy Townsend. And it did go out of bounds at the 28-yard line. That was a much-needed defensive stop. Looking here, trying to see some updates. Jalen Carter's tried to intercept the spike at the end of the half. That was fun. Yeah, it's been this right side of the offensive line. They've been sending like three guys in the offensive line here, or to the right side there. So, Eagles need some answer here. They need to do something. They need to move down the field, do literally anything here. Just don't turn the ball over and don't go 3 and out. Get the ball down the field. You need a nice sustained drive that's going to put points on the board. Hurts in the gun with an empty backfield. Hurts takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He's going to throw a deep ball down to A.J. Brown, who is not going to be able to get down both feet in bounds. It's out of bounds, 2nd and 10. Got 10-17 left in the third quarter here. Yeah, he doesn't even get 1 foot in bounds. That left foot goes way out of bounds there. So that is that was the right call. 2nd and 10. Hurts in the gun, takes a snap, does a quick throw to DeAndre Swift. Swift going to avoid a tackle, gets up to about the 34-yard line. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Eagles from their own 34-yard line, and we might see a brotherly shove here. If the Eagles can't convert on third down here, they will. If the Eagles can stay within that 1 yard. Hurts takes a snap, does a quick handoff to Swift, who's going to get dropped in the backfield. Like, what was that play? Seriously, what was that play? That was a bad play. That was a horrifically bad play. And now the punting unit's going to come onto the field. It's 3rd and 1. Why aren't you calling a brotherly shove there? So now the punting unit's on the field. Another 3 and out. And Kadarius Toney is going to field it at the 25, and he's going to roll outside and pick up about 4 on the return. They will credit him for 5, so... I mean, I get not going for it on 4th and 3 deep in the Eagles' own territory. The Eagles have not had really any success beyond the touchdown drive. But, I mean, at the end of the day, like, this is just bad. This is just bad. I don't know what's going on here with this team. So, but I appreciate you hanging out here, folks. Please feel free to like and subscribe. Also, it looks like Grant Calcaterra has an ankle injury. He is questionable to return. So Grant adds a bad break for Grant Calcaterra. Certainly, I mean, it was good to see him come back. He was on the injury report this week with a concussion, but he was cleared to play. So he came in. Looks like he's now questionable to return with an injury. So. All right. So Mahomes takes a snap, hands it off. Rare drop behind the line. Rare drop behind the line. He gets it to Isaiah Pacheco. Pacheco, I think technically loses a yard there. But they will not. They will only. They will credit him to get back to the 29-yard line, which was the original line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10. We are at 8.5 minutes left to play in the third quarter here. Mahomes in the gun, back to his right. Mahomes takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He throws. It's caught by Travis Kelce. Gets to about the 37-yard line before he gets stopped. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. And Kelce and Pacheco go running off to the sidelines. Milton Williams almost had a sack there. All right, so we've got Mahomes in the gun. Backs initially surround him. Then he sends McKinnon over to his in motion. And then now we've got a flag. So that's going to be a false start. So that will send the Chiefs back a couple yards. They get Jawan Taylor. You get Jawan Taylor for the false start. That is the correct, by the way, get there for the false start. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 7. It's a much more stoppable 3rd and 7 here. Let's see what the Eagles are able to do. Mahomes takes a snap. He throws. He overthrows Justin Watson, and that will bring up 4th down. And there we go. That is another 3 and out, or that for the Chiefs. All right. All righty. Yeah, Justin Watson. And now Tommy Townsend on to punt it away, and he does. And Covey fields it at the 15, gets to the 20, 25, 30, 35, up to the 40-yard line. Some of the best starting field position the Eagles have had all game. Really, since the opening, after the Chiefs opening 3 and out, it's the best starting field position. That's a 39-yard punt return by Britton Covey. Gets a 26-yard punt return by Britton Covey. They officially credit him to the 39. So that is where that drive will begin. And that is the best starting field position that the Eagles have had since the interception. Actually, the Eagles started at their own 39-yard line following the started at their own 39-yard line following the Chiefs punt, and that drive ended in the interception. So. When was that? Since the second. Alrighty. How are we feeling about this game, folks? How are we feeling? We got 6:58 left to play in the third quarter. The Eagles get the ball on their own 39-yard line. It is 1st and 10. Hurts in the gun, takes a snap, throws. It's at the feet of Devontae Smith, so 2nd down. Incomplete pass. 6:54 left to play in the third quarter. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Jalen Hurts, 6 for 10 tonight in the passing game, 55 yards. He lines up in the gun with the back to his right. Hurts takes a snap, fakes a handoff, throws, caught Devontae Smith. Smith is going to get up to about the first down marker. He's going to get up. We'll see where they spot it. He might be just a touch short. This would definitely be brotherly shove territory if the Eagles are able to get something here. They are going to rule 3rd and 1. He gets to the 48-yard line. Yep, here's the brotherly shove, and the Eagles have it. Let's move those chains. Just move them. Just move them. Just move them. That's the first 3rd down conversion the Eagles have all day. Drew Tranquil hops up there. Drew Tranquil right in the crowd there. All right, Hurts lines up under center. Hurts takes a snap, hands it off to DeAndre Swift. Swift going to break free, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Down to the 15 is where he's going to get pulled down around the 13-yard line. Big run by DeAndre Swift. That's 35 yards. Trent McDuffie comes up with the stop to keep it from going farther. But the Eagles in striking distance in the red zone. It's their 2nd red zone appearance today. That was a big run by DeAndre Swift. It was much, much needed. All right, so it is 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Hurts is in the gun. Boston Scott to his left. A.J. Brown lines up to the far side. Smith to the near side. Hurts takes the snap. Throwing for A.J. Brown. Overthrows him. Incomplete. He was very closely guarded by L'Jarius Sneed there. Very closely guarded. Might have been a little bit of grappling there. But yeah, Brown, that ball was overthrown. It was off the fingertips of A.J. Brown. So definitely disappointing. Definitely disappointing there. So 2nd and 10 for the Eagles from the Chiefs' 15-yard line. Hurts in the gun, 2 backs behind him. Hurts takes the snap. Fakes a handoff to Hurts, throws to Devontae Smith, who's going to get bounced out of bounds at the 10-yard line, but that is a solid 5-yard pickup. Does bring up 3rd down. Would not be surprised if the Eagles pick up some points here. But the Eagles only need to get 5 yards. They only need to get down to the 5-yard line. This drive should end in points, barring something stupid, like a turnover. Eagles are 1 for 6 on 3rd down tonight. 3rd and 5 here. 4 of those 3rd downs have ended in sacks. Hurts is in the gun, empty backfield. Brown lines up to the far side. Zacchaeus lines up to the near side. Hurts is going to take it himself. 5. Touchdown, Jalen Hurts. Was that a get-right touchdown? Touchdown, Jalen Hurts. He keeps it himself. And that does bring this game back to within 1 score. Once again, the Chiefs are able to get pressure through the offensive line, but Hurts is able to pick it up and punch right through the hole. Picks up a solid 10-yard touchdown there. And the Eagles, with the Jake Elliott extra point going through the uprights, are back to within 1 score in this game. And we'll see how they're able to hold on here. We got a timeout on the field. 4 minutes and 5 seconds left to play in this 3rd quarter. It is the Philadelphia Eagles 14, Kansas City Chiefs 17. All right, now it's time for a defensive answer here. That drive was 7 plays, 61 yards, and it took 2 minutes and 53 seconds. So it was a nice, quick drive. Hopefully, the Eagles are able to come back and again force a Kansas City stop here. Please feel free to drop how you're feeling about this game in the chat. Love to hear from you. Trying to engage with you as much as I can. Regardless of whether or not you drop a like in the chat, please feel free to like and subscribe. Really helps the channel out. Like, subscribe to Bird's Nest Media right here on YouTube. Share it with your social media pages. Really helps the channel. Trying to grow, trying to get you some awesome content. Trying to get you as much opportunity as we can to really just to get you as close to this Eagles team and to the sport of football as we are able to. So I certainly appreciate you one way or the other. You could be watching this game anywhere. Instead, you're choosing to watch it with me, and I appreciate it. So we've got Jake Elliott on to kick the football away. We're doing promos for next week's Monday Night Football game between the Vikings and the Bears. So, divisional matchup for the NFC North. Jake Elliott is getting set to kick this football away here. And he does. And it is going to go out of the end zone for a touchback. So the Chiefs will start on their own 25-yard line. Let's take I want to check something here. So Isaiah Pacheco had 66 yards rushing in the first half. He on 12 carries. On 2 more carries, he has picked up just shy of 20 more yards. So we'll see how he pans out there. Patrick Mahomes in the gun. Takes a snap, fakes a handoff to Pacheco, throws over, and that is going to be caught. There's a first down, and then gets pushed out of bounds between the 40 and the 45 at the 42. That's Rashee Rice, the rookie. That's a 17-yard pickup there. Zach Cunningham on the force out of bounds. Kevin Byard coming in on the pressure, trying to get as much pressure as possible. Mahomes under center, takes a snap, dumps it off to Pacheco. Pacheco is going to bounce out to the outside. We do have a flag down. But he is going to have a pickup of a couple there, but that is going to get nullified because it is holding on Travis Kelce. So, yep, holding, number 87 offense, Travis Kelce. So that is going to be a 10-yard penalty, pushes the Chiefs back to their own 32-yard line. First and 20. 3 minutes and 20 seconds-ish left to play in the third quarter here. We'll see whether or not the Eagles are able to pull up some kind of stop here. Mahomes lines them up. He's in the gun. Mahomes takes a snap. He throws. It is caught by Rashee Rice. That is a pickup of a couple of yards there, about 6. It gets them to 2nd and 14 at their own 38-yard line. So we got 2.5 minutes left to play in the third quarter here. Mahomes in the gun, back to his right. Mahomes takes the snap. He's back. He's going to fire. Incomplete. They're going to get Darius Slay for pass interference. Darius Slay doesn't even turn around. That was super obvious. That was That was Marquez Valdez-Scantling was the target. But that's going to give the Chiefs a first down at their own 38-yard line. Yeah, Darius Slay is just like grabbing onto his shoulder and then pushing him, and like it's bad. And Slay barely turns his head. So, I mean, good call by the officials. Mahomes takes a snap, hands it off to Pacheco. Pacheco picks up about 2. So that'll bring up 2nd and 8 from the Eagles' 44-yard, or from the Eagles' 44-yard line, because that does put them in. It does put the penalty put them into Eagles territory here. Hassan Reddick yelling at something. Mahomes in the gun, back to his right. Most receivers to the near side. Mahomes takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He's getting pressure. He's going to throw, and it is overthrown. He was looking again for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That time he wildly overthrown. Reed Blankenship was on the coverage. That will bring up 3rd and 8 for the Chiefs from the Eagles' 44-yard line. I think they were looking for a flag there. There were a couple opportunities where they could have gotten it, but they were mostly clear. So, if the officials were being a little ticky-tack, they could have called a couple of things, but they weren't. Mahomes in the gun, empty backfield. Mahomes takes the snap. He is looking. He throws. There's a flag down. So let's check the flag. They're going to rule it incomplete. Illegal contact on Eli Ricks. So that nullifies the 3rd down stop, what should have been a 3rd down stop. It does give the Chiefs a first down following the 5-yard penalty, 1st and 10. The Eagles defense shooting themselves in the foot again here. Bad penalties extending this Chiefs drive. Mahomes in the gun, Pacheco to his left. Mahomes takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He fires. It's tipped. Incomplete. He was looking for Sky Moore. It was tipped at the line. So, yeah, tipped at the line by Kevin Byard. So, Kevin Byard once again making his presence known. But that will bring up 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs from the Eagles' 39-yard line. Mahomes in the gun, back to his left. Mahomes takes the snap. He's back. He throws. It's caught. And finally gets thrown out of bounds. That is McCole Hardman there on that reception. It is a 7-yard pickup, brings up 3rd and 3 for the Chiefs. Eagles need a 3rd down stop here once again. No stupid mistakes, no penalties, no pass interference calls, no illegal contact calls, nothing. The Eagles need a nice, clean 3rd down stop. Chiefs are going into this week, we're 46% on 3rd down conversions. They are 60% tonight. Mahomes in the gun, back to his right. Mahomes takes the snap, hands it off, 1st down, gets to the 25-yard line. That is Jerick McKinnon on the ground. The Eagles, no answer on the run game there. They've been able to shut down Isaiah Pacheco a little bit, following a little bit. He's picked up about a couple of yards since. Isaiah Pacheco's picked up a little less than 20 yards so far in this half. But no answer really for anybody else. Mahomes in the gun, back to his left. Mahomes hands it off to Pacheco, who does not get to the line of scrimmage. Dropped just short. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Chiefs from the Eagles' 25-yard line, and that does bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. So we have 15 minutes left of play here, folks. If you are just joining us, I appreciate you. It is the Eagles 14, the Chiefs 17. Eagles barely holding on for their life here. Eagles need to stop the Chiefs in these next couple of plays here. I appreciate you all hanging out. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Please feel free, again, to like and subscribe to Birds Nest Media. It really helps the channel out. What are you thinking about this game? This is an 8-play, 50-yard drive. It's taken 4 minutes and 5 seconds so far. Coming back from commercial. You're thinking about this drive, about this 3rd quarter? A little concerned here. Mahomes in the gun, back to his left. Sends Kadarius Toney in motion. Mahomes. Hassan Reddick's almost getting him to the sack, but he does dump it off to Travis Kelce for a 5-yard pickup there. So that is going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Kansas City Chiefs. And now we have Eagle down. That is Milton Williams on the ground. So he is going to get 10-2 by the Eagles trainers. So we do have a stoppage. I certainly hope he's okay. A little bit of friendly fire there, it looks like, as Kelce was getting tackled there. So, again, hope he's okay. They're going to go into commercial while the Eagles tend to him. Over here, a couple of 3rd quarter stats. We're waiting to come back here. A couple of quick notes. Isaiah Pacheco, like I said, the Eagles were kind of able to limit him a little bit better in the 3rd quarter compared to the first half. 4 carries, 17 yards. Patrick Mahomes, 1 carry for 9 yards. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 1 carry for 8 yards. Jerick McKinnon, 1 carry for 7 yards in the third quarter. So Mahomes went 4 for 8 in the third quarter. Eagles able to do a little bit better in the third quarter of this game. Couple of bad third down stops again. A couple of sacks, or a couple of bad third downs there. I'm sorry, no sacks. My bad. But there was the really, really weird call that the Eagles made where they just kind of tried to have Swift run it up the gut, and the defensive line was pretty well stacked. So, I don't know. That was weird. Okay, so Mahomes in the gun, back to his right. Try to get an update on Milton Williams as soon as we can. Mahomes takes a snap, back, throws, caught. That is Kadarius Toney. They are going to see where they spot him. It's pretty close. It's 4th and 1. They're gonna leave. They're gonna leave the offense out on the field. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to jump off sides. Try to get the Eagles to jump off sides here. They might run a play though, so Eagles do need to be ready. Mahomes under center, man in the backfield. Mahomes takes a snap, hands it off to Pacheco, picks up the first down, 2 yards, all he needed. 1st and 10. Chiefs are making this look easy, guys. 1st and 10 at the Eagles' 14-yard line. 14 minutes left in this game. Eagles need a stop. Eagles need a goal line stand right here. A red zone stand right here. They need a shutdown right here. No farther. Mahomes in the gun. Back, looking, throws. Travis Kelce caught around the 10-yard line, gets to the 8. Fumble, and Nicholas Morrow has it. And it is Eagles football. They are rolling that Eagles football. That is a fumble. They are ruling that a fumble. Yep, that ball is out. That is a nice clean out there. Nicholas Morrow with the heads-up play to come get that. That fumble is forced by Bradley Roby, the cornerback. Bradley Roby, and the Eagles have the football. The Eagles came up with that stop. They denied the Chiefs. And that is the second turnover for the Kansas City Chiefs tonight. When the Eagles needed a stop, they got it. And the Eagles are able to keep the Chiefs from leaving the red zone with points. The Eagles have 90 yards to go on their end, though. They will start at their own 10-yard line. Jalen Hurts in the gun, back to his right, sends Devontae Smith in motion. Hurts takes a snap, does a quick throw to... That's incomplete, guys. That's it. Yeah, he tries to throw to Devontae Smith. Smith is hit as he tries to catch that football. And the ball bounces around for a little bit, incomplete. He's thrown to Devontae Smith. That's in Devontae Smith's hands, and he's hit immediately. A.J. Brown coming in trying to catch it as well, but honestly, he should be really, really thankful that that McDuffie pushes him out of the way, because otherwise that's a loss of yards. That's L'Jarius Sneed on the hit. So 2nd and 10. Hurts in the gun, Swift to his right. Hurts takes the snap, does a quick throw to Julio Jones, who gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. It's 3rd and 10 for the Eagles. And I'm not sure what this play call, or what that play call was, but the Eagles don't do... I'm not sure the Eagles do so well when they're back at their own 10. Opponents are 0 for their last 24 on 3rd and 10 plus against the Chiefs. So we'll see here what the Eagles try to dial up. Jalen Hurts lines up in the gun back to his left. Hurts takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He's going to take off, and he's going to get stopped and knocked down around the 15. So nothing doing there. So Eagles can't capitalize on the takeaway in terms of points here, and we're winding down the clock. We got about 12 minutes left to play in this game. So it's going to be 4th and 5. We're going to see Braden Mann come on to punt this away. Hurts' best option was Gainwell. Braden Mann does punt it away. Nice booming punt, gets back down to around the 30 is where it's going to get fielded, and Kadarius Toney is able to get up to the 35 before he is dropped down around the 37. So that was a big booming punt there. It's a 53-yard punt, so I mean the Chiefs do get some good field position out of that, but they have to try again to get down the field. The Eagles need to have some big stops. The Eagles need to have a big force a 3 and out here. Mahomes in the gun, takes a snap, hands it off to Pacheco. Pacheco gets back up to the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks up a yard. They will credit him for a yard. So it's 2nd and 9 for the Chiefs at their own 38-yard line. Clock is running. We got about 11:15 left to play in this game. Eagles need a big 3 and out stop here. Mahomes in the gun, back to his right. Mahomes takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. Throws quick to Rashee Rice. It is incomplete. Darius Slay was there to break it up. And that will bring up 3rd and 9 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Big 3rd down stop needed right here. Mahomes lines up in the gun. 10:52 left in this game. Jerick McKinnon comes and lines up. Mahomes back, looking, throws. And that is a catch. That is Justin Watson. The guy who had the touchdown. That's a big pickup there for the Chiefs. Uh, 17-yard pickup. Yeah, he's got both feet in bounds. Mahomes in the gun, takes a snap, throws, caught Isaiah Pacheco out of bounds. That's a 1-yard pickup, though. That got up to that play got the Chiefs into the Eagles' territory down to the 45. So they're actually going to credit him for 2 yards there. So it is a 2nd and 8 from the 43. So 2nd and 8. Mahomes in the gun, back to his left. And then he moves to his right. It's Pacheco to his right. Mahomes takes the snap, throws, caught by number 24, who gets to the 40-yard line. 24, Sky Moore there. 9:35 left in this game. It is 3rd and 4. Eagles need a big 3rd down stop right here. What is Sean Desai going to dial up for this defense? Eagles have 1 sack tonight. They've been getting a lot of pressure on Mahomes. Mahomes in the gun, empty backfield. Mahomes takes the snap. He's back. Quick throw, incomplete. He was looking for Justin Watson. That will bring up 4th down. So there's your big 3rd down stop. Mahomes got that off like almost immediately. It was almost like they were playing volleyball with the snap there. That will send Harrison Butker on to make sure that the Eagles have to score a touchdown to take the lead. That was right through the hands of Watson too. Like it did hit his hands, but it was a little bit too fast. So, they're going to send the punting unit on. I'm going to try to drill the Eagles deep here. We'll see how that pans out. Tommy Townsend on to punt it away. Covey fair catches, and it rolls into the end zone for a touchback. So, comes out in the wash. It's a 39-yard punt, but it is almost entirely negated due to the touchback. So the Eagles will get it to start from their own, from their own 20, I believe, actually, it looks like. Milton Williams is being evaluated for a concussion. So he's probably not coming back into this game. Hurts lines up in the gun. 1st and 10 from the Eagles' 20-yard line. Swift to his left. Hurts takes the snap. Quick throw, batted. It was looking for Olamide Zaccheaus. It is incomplete. The Chiefs are looking as if it was going to be trying to deal with it as if it was a lateral. It is not a lateral. Olamide Zaccheaus was ahead. It was a forward pass, incomplete. But the Eagles just getting absolutely blown up. The right side of that Eagles offensive line getting absolutely blown up as the Chiefs send extra men. And that was Trent McDuffie on the pass breakup there. Hurts in the gun, back to his left. Hurts takes the snap back, looking, throws, complete to DeAndre Swift. Swift gets to the 30, 35, 40, and down at around the 41-yard line. They will only credit him for the 40. That's Willie Gay on the stop, but that is a big 20-yard run by DeAndre Swift. And the Eagles have a 1st down. So 1st and 10 from the Eagles' 40-yard line. Hurts in the gun, back to his left. Hurts takes the snap, throws. Julio Jones caught. Jones gets to the 40, out of bounds at the 45-yard line. 2nd and 5 for the Eagles. At the Eagles' own 45-yard line. In comes Olamide Zaccheaus. We have 8 minutes left to play in this game. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. A field goal will tie this game. Hurts in the gun. Swift to his right. Hurts takes the snap. Fakes the handoff to Swift. Hurts rolls out to his right. Throws. Incomplete. He was looking for Jack Stoll. And that is going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Eagles. He had some guys open. He had Devontae Smith open downfield, so but he was getting pressured. So Hurts in the gun, back to his right. That would be Kenny Gainwell in to his right. Hurts takes the snap. Hurts back, looking, fires, complete to Devontae Smith into Chiefs territory, down around the 43-yard line. And that is going to bring up an Eagles first down. They will credit him to the 42. Big pickup there. That was a 13-yard pickup. Hurts in the gun. Kenny Gainwell to his left. Hurts back, looking, firing deep, looking. Devontae Smith, he has him down at the 2-yard line. You know what? Down at the 1-yard line. I apologize. We are inside of 7 minutes left to play. Eagles have 4 tries to do a brotherly shove here. We are at about 6.5 minutes left. Devontae Smith had an absolutely beautiful catch there. And that was Mike Edwards there on the coverage, but the Eagles are just going to brotherly shove it in for the touchdown. There is a flag down. We're going to check this flag here. They're ruling the touchdown. They're ruling it a touchdown, so depending on the outcome of this flag here, we're going to see what happens. It's offsides on the defense, so it's not going to matter. It's a free play for the Eagles, and it doesn't matter because the Eagles get the touchdown. The Eagles get the touchdown, and they take the lead for the first time this game. The Eagles take the lead 20-17. Who'd they get for the offsides? They did not issue a number, so. But there were a couple of players. There were a couple of players they could have gotten. Whole lot of nothing there. Jake Elliott on to kick the extra point. And it is good. And with 6 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in this game, it is the Philadelphia Eagles taking the lead at 21. The Kansas City Chiefs 17. How you like them apples? Beautiful catch by Devontae Smith. Gives the Eagles an excellent setup for a brotherly shove touchdown. That was the correct play call, by the way, at the end there, the brotherly shove. That pass was a 41-yard pass to Devontae Smith. How are we feeling about that? How are we feeling about that, folks? Please feel free to drop a comment in the chat. Love to hear from you. Please feel free to like and subscribe. Really helps the channel out. 6 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in this game. Both teams have all 3 timeouts, so it's not like this game is iced, certainly. Rico Herrera, ESPN, yeah, that comment was from a little bit ago. But yeah, you can watch the game. If you're looking for game footage, you can watch the game on your local ESPN or ABC channels. If you want to catch the Manning cast, that's on ESPN2. Yeah, and then Yeah, so it's a there are a couple options here, but I appreciate you hanging out, and I appreciate you watching with me here. It's really you could be watching this game quite literally anywhere. Jake Elliott's off to kick it away here, and it does go out of the end zone for a touchback. So the Chiefs will get it on their own 25-yard line. So Mahomes takes it, hands it off to Pacheco. Pacheco picks up about 3 yards there. Jalen Carter is on the stop. Clock is running. We are at 6 minutes left in this game. Mahomes in the gun. Pacheco to his left. Mahomes takes the snap. He's back. He's going to roll out to his right. Fires. Incomplete. He was looking for Marquez Valdez-Scantling there. Nothing. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Chiefs. It'd be huge if the Eagles were able to get a 3rd down stop right here. It'd be really, really huge. We'll see what happens. We'll see what the Eagles dial up here. Mahomes in the gun. Back to his left. That's going to be a encroachment on the Eagles. So that's not going to help anything. They got Brandon Graham to jump off sides. Most likely here. That's what they're talking about. Unless they catch any kind of Chiefs movement here. They will get the Chiefs for a false start. They will get the Chiefs for a false start. They're going to get Humphrey there. That would be Creed Humphrey on the false start. So they get the center. They get the center who kind of like squats back down from his stance. So that is the correct call. And that'll bring up 3rd and 12. So Mahomes in the gun back to his left. Mahomes takes the snap. He's back. He is looking. He is going to roll out to his left. And he is going to avoid the sack. He it's an incomplete pass there. He barely avoids the sack. He was wrapped up and he just kind of tosses it. 4th and 12. So it's not grounding because he was outside of the tackle box there. And he was also looking for Jerick McKinnon. Hassan Reddick does get a credit for a quarterback hit there. Zach Cunningham with the credit for the pass breakup. But yeah, Hassan Reddick was like on him. Second earlier, and Hassan Reddick would have gotten the sack. But the Eagles do get the 3rd down stop that they need there. So Tommy Townsend on to punt it away. Britton Covey fields it at the 25. Gets to the 30, 35, 40. Out of bounds at the 45. And just to check here, that would be the Eagles' best starting field position all day, all game. He will officially get bounced out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's the best starting field position that the Eagles have had all game. The best field position that they had prior to that was the 43-yard line, where they got the ball after a really horrific Tommy Townsend punt on the first drive. This is Jalen Hurts' 11th career game with 2 or more rushing touchdowns, tied with Cam Newton. Hurts in the gun, back to his right. Hurts going to take it himself. He's going to get into the Chiefs' territory, slides down around the 1st down marker. They will officially mark him a yard short. So it'll bring up 2nd and 1 for the Eagles. He's marked down after sliding at the 47-yard line. So we are at less than 5 minutes left to play in this game. Both teams do have all 3 timeouts. They're going to line up for the brotherly shove. And they're going to get the first down on the brotherly shove. Let's move those chains, folks. Hurts lines up in the gun. Ball is on the Chiefs' 45-yard line. Back to his right. Hurts takes the snap, hands it off to DeAndre Swift, who's going to get nowhere and lose a couple yards. 2nd and 12. So we'll see how things pan out here. Love to see the Eagles just hold on to this football. We are at 3.5 minutes left to play in this game. There is no reason to do anything but run. 2nd and 12. Hurts in the gun. Back to his left. Hurts takes the snap. He's back. He is going to bounce out to his left. And I did see a flag come in there. Hurts is going to get bounced out of bounds at about the 45. So, but we will check on what this flag is here. It's going to be offensive holding on Jordan Mailata. So that's going to march the Eagles back a little bit. 2nd and 22. I guess, yes. Yeah, I guess technically, yeah. Mailata does get to his back. So that is a hold. I'm not sure I would have called that, but that is a hold. So 2nd and 22, 3 minutes, 13 seconds left in this game. Ball's on the Eagles' 40-something. Hurts is going to keep it himself. He's going to slide behind the line of scrimmage. So he's going to lose a yard there. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 23. Eagles are moving backwards. Chiefs are going to take a timeout. So they have 2 remaining in this game. Third and 23. Brian Johnson is the play caller for the Eagles. Nick Sirianni manages the game, but he doesn't directly call the plays. That is Brian Johnson. That's been a tactic that Sorry about that. I am going to be operating without the mic here, so you're going to hear some extra noise in the background. It is third down for the Chiefs. It is third down for the Chiefs. 3rd and 2 at their own 17-yard line. Mahomes in the gun, back to his left. Mahomes takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He fires. It is complete to it is incomplete to Travis Kelce, and that is going to bring up a 4th down for the Chiefs. Chiefs are, by the way, down to 1 timeout, so I apologize again for the technical difficulties that prevented me from being able to call some of these plays in this game here. We've got Mahomes in the gun, back to his left. Mahomes takes the snap. He's back. He fires. It is complete to Travis Kelce. So that is a 1st down pickup there on that 4th down. I'm not all that mad about it because it is a Mahomes in the gun, takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He fires. It's another completion to Travis Kelce. Gets to the 34, and that will send us to the 2-minute warning. So we have 2 minutes left to play in this game. There is a flag down. So we're going to check what this flag is. Roughing the passer on Fletcher Cox. So no me gusta eso. I don't like that at all. Roughing the passer on Fletcher Cox. I don't know what. It's kind of. I mean, I guess, technically. Technically, I guess that is roughing the passer. But by the same token, I don't know. 1st and 10 from the Kansas City Chiefs 49-yard line when we come back from the break. So that, I mean, to be fair, you gotta not be dumb, but also like even on the replay, it was one right after the other. So we're at the 2-minute warning. Chiefs are at the 49-yard line. They must get a touchdown to win this game. A field goal will not do it. So let me check here how. We're back. Sorry, folks. Just doing some quick checks here. All right. How we doing? How are we doing? Please feel free to like and subscribe. Really helps the channel out. All right, we are back from the 2-minute warning. It is 1st and 10 from the Kansas City 49-yard line. Mahomes in the gun. Back to his right. Mahomes takes the snap. He's going to roll out to his right. Hassan Reddick comes in. Hit as he throws, but it is incomplete. Wildly overthrows. Who does he wildly overthrow? I'm sorry. That's not Patrick Mahomes that he wildly overthrows. He was looking for, he wasn't really looking for anybody. Incomplete deep right. I don't know. I still don't think I call that. It wasn't to the head neck area. There's one right after the other. Mahomes in the gun, takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He throws. It's deep, and he is incomplete. Incomplete. He had Marquez Valdez-Scantling wide open. It was in his hands, and he just narrowly overthrew him, and it's 3rd and 10. We are stopped at 1:42 left. Valdez-Scantling catches that. It's a touchdown. I cannot emphasize enough how bad that would have been. And Valdez-Scantling really just beats Bradley Roby. But he cannot haul it in. So Mahomes in the gun, back to his left. Mahomes takes a snap. He's back. He is avoiding pressure, and he throws it away to avoid a sack. They're going to confer on whether or not this was grounding. They're calling grounding. That's grounding. That is intentional grounding. Loss of down. Spot foul. So that's a 14-yard penalty. It brings up 4th and 24. And the Eagles must. We can credit Josh Sweat for that one. So that's a big, big stop there. Eagles haven't been able to really get to Mahomes all day, but when they do, it comes in big moments. They've gotten a lot of quarterback hits, but they haven't gotten a ton of sacks. They've only had 1 sack on Mahomes so far this game, I believe. Yeah, they've only gotten 1 sack on Mahomes. So it's 4th and 25. 4th and 24, really. I apologize. 4th and 24 from the Kansas City 35-yard line. They must get to the Eagles 41. And the Eagles have the biggest play of this game right here. They must get a stop. They can give up. The Eagles are going to call a timeout. The Eagles are going to call their first of 3 timeouts. With 1:35 left. It's not officially game over if the Eagles take this. The Eagles would need to get 1 first down because the Chiefs... I apologize. The Chiefs are actually out of timeouts themselves. Oh, here's why. So the Chiefs spent their final timeout to avoid a 30-second runoff. So this is the Chiefs' last gasp. Chiefs must get 25 yards or more. Eagles can give up less than that, but they must not let the Chiefs get 25. Mahomes in the gun, takes the snap, back, throws, incomplete, no flags, and this game is effectively over. It's a turnover on downs. With 1:28 left to play in the game, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win this game. They come into Arrowhead Stadium. They play a really bad first half. They come out in the second half. And they are able to deliver. And they shut the Chiefs out of the second half. And the Philadelphia Eagles are going to walk out of Arrowhead Stadium with a victory tonight. Unless there be people out there who are doubting the quality of Eagles opponents this season, let it be known as the Eagles take victory formation that the Philadelphia Eagles have defeated the reigning Super Bowl champions. They defeated the reigning Super Bowl champions. And the last time, as the Eagles take another victory formation, the last time that the losing team in the preceding year's Super Bowl came in to defeat the reigning champion in the subsequent season, you have to go back a little bit. You have to go all the way back to 1993 when the Buffalo Bills lost in Super Bowl 27 to the Dallas Cowboys, and then came back to defeat the Dallas Cowboys 13-10 the following season. And that is going to do it here with Bird's Nest Media's coverage. We are at a final score. This game is over. It is the Philadelphia Eagles 21, the Kansas City Chiefs 17. So this was huge. This was a huge win. The Eagles doing something that hasn't been done in 30 years, defeating the reigning Super Bowl champions in the subsequent season during the regular season. And in the Kelce Bowl this time, Jason Kelce trumps Travis Kelce. And boy, oh boy, Eagles fans will celebrate well tonight. So, I appreciate you all hanging out. Please feel free to like and subscribe to Bird's Nest Media. It really helps the channel out. It was a rough first half. It really was. It was a really rough first half, but the Eagles came back in the second half and they righted the ship. And boy, oh boy, it was nervous. It was nerve-wracking. I've been nervous lots of times. But boy, oh boy, is this game. The Philadelphia Eagles come away with the win. And they needed it. The Philadelphia Eagles rise to 9-1 on the season. So, I appreciate y'all. I'm going to go do a post-game episode of the Bird's Nest podcast. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Please feel free to like and subscribe to Bird's Nest Media right here on YouTube. So that'll be out in a little bit. We'll see when we'll get to that out as soon as we can. We will be back to cover the Eagles taking on the Buffalo Bills at home on Sunday at 4:25. That'll be the Eagles Kelly Green game, the next Kelly Green game. So that'll be a fun game to watch. The Eagles started off the intensity of the gauntlet with the win. And I think Eagles fans can be happy, can find something to be happy about this game. Alrighty, well, folks, thank you so much for watching. I'm Joe Donahue, and